by Krusang Patel, Michael Beal, Colin Palante, and Cameron Washington. And we are here to present our final demo for our app Daily Drive. The main use case for our app is to help maintain people's organizational skills, help them maintain a clean schedule, and to just generally help people keep track of their valuable time. Our main goal is to maintain a purposeful and effective calendar, as well as to save people time, as well as probably money, based on the fact that time is in fact money. We mainly are targeting people with tight time schedules, people that are not so savvy with tech, as well as those who just generally have trouble keeping track of time and remembering things like most people. People who lose track of their keys, their wallet, things like that, anything you might want to jot down on a post-it note, that kind of thing. As well as those in the education field, because whether you're a student or a professor, education is very difficult, very hard to keep track of your tasks, your tests, your homework, everything of the sort. And it's just a hassle, and this should help alleviate that. As for our current competitors in the market, that would be people that use Apple Notes, Apple's Clock, as well as their reminders and calendar app. So it's a bunch of different apps that, when combined, are equivalent to Daily Drive. However, we're looking to combine it all into one place to where you can get all of your time management needs in one easy to use app. As for what we are using to implement our app, all of our coding was done through Xcode, mainly using the programming language of Swift, as well as a little bit of HTML and things like that here and there where necessary. We are using Firebase for our authentication software, as well as for the storage of our users' data, which would be their notes, their tasks, their usernames and passwords, emails, all that sort of stuff. And we are currently distributing through TestFlight as well as potentially the App Store in the near future. And with that, I'm going to kick it over to the rest of my team in order to present the demonstration of the app.
My name is Krusang Patel, and I'm going to go ahead and start off by with demoing our app. And today we're going to be demoing it as John, who is a professor, and he is using Daily Drive to keep track of his job as a professor, whether it may be keeping track of his daily classes, exams that might be coming up, just work in general, office hours, or just taking notes in general pertaining to his work, students, classes, whatever it may be. So let's go and start off by logging John in. All right, and just a really quick overview of our app. When you log in, you are taken to My Day, where you can see your tasks that are due today, and you can also see any tasks that are past due. Um, then we can go over to calendar, where we can see a monthly view of our tasks, and we have my week, where you just kind of see your week at a glance. We have a notes section of the app where you can just take any notes that you'd like. And last thing, settings, where we have a couple of different features you can use. And that being said, I'm going to hand it off to the rest of my team to go over these details.
Hi, I'm Colin Plante, and as Krusang said, this is the My Day view. In the My Day view, you're able to see your tasks that you have today, as well as your past due tasks. If you want to go ahead and add a task, you're going to have to click the plus button at the top right. You're going to be able to add a title. You're going to be able to add its due date, its time, and the priority. You're also able to add a task description if need be. Sometimes you don't need to, sometimes you do. It's up to you. And then whenever you're figured out that, you're going to click the save task at the bottom. And then after a task is created, you're going to be able to go ahead and click that task to see a more task details page. We're going to be able to see a just the highlighted details of that task. You're going to see it's due today at the time. The priority is going to be high, and then the description is going to be create a final for the class. And then you're going to be able to click the pencil to edit the task. Let's say you typo, you want to add something to the description. You're going to be able to edit that if need be. Go ahead and save that. And then obviously you can see it saves on the My Day view. And then if you're going to click the timer at the top right, so let's say John has tasks that he really needs to, let's say he's grading tests. John's going to be able to use this Pomodoro technique timer, which is proven to help you be more efficient and learn more and use your time better. He's going to be able to click this timer. It starts a 25-minute timer that tells John that he has to be productive for the 25 minutes. When the timer runs out, it's going to give him a 5-minute break, and that's going to continue. It's just a good way to save your time, be efficient, and stay on task. So let's say John finished his, let's say he forgot to mark off grade quiz 3. Let's say he did that. He's going to mark that off by hitting the little red circle on the right of the task, and then that should delete the task. And then after that, I'm going to hand it over to Michael to go over the calendar and weekly, monthly and weekly calendar.
Hello, I'm Michael Beal, and I'm going to be going over the My Month and My Week views that we have set up for our project. So here we're going to get started with My Month, where John would be able to see stuff like the monthly tasks he has. He has a grade exam 3 due today at 10 p.m. Set to medium priority. And this is pretty similar to the My Day view and being able to click onto the task to go into more detail about them, and then being able to hop back out. And then once again, you're able to create new tasks and it'll be added straight to the My Month view directly from there. And then he's also able to scroll between months to see the different projects for each month. So perhaps he has stuff due in May as opposed to April. And then our weekly view is going to be a lot similar to this, where he's going to be able to once again scroll back and forth to see the different deadlines that he has for today and stuff in later weeks as well as this week. And then after this, I'm going to be passing it to Cameron.
All right, so moving on to the notes, as you can see, we have a lot of different functionality that we can cover here. So you have the topics to cover for CSE 101. This is a note that John already added in. If you click on it, you could edit some of the notes there. And of course, after you edit, you can save and go back. So doing that just updates the notes and allows them to save. If you move on to the edit button, it's a functionality that doesn't just edit the notes, but it allows you to delete them as well. So if you hit the delete button on any one of those, you can delete those notes that have been used. So moving on to the settings options. Of course, there's a lot of different functionality here, but it's a simplified version of settings where it shows you can turn on dark mode on and off. That allows you to travel through the rest of the app in dark mode. Of course, you have the change password settings as well. This just simply allows you to change your password from a current password to whatever new password you want to, I guess, have a secure app. And of course, we have the delete account button, but for this, I guess, displaying, we won't be actually deleting it. But if you do hit delete account, it just has a notification that allows you to delete account, but you can hit cancel. And lastly, we have the logout button, which simply logs you out of the account and puts you back at the home screen. Thank you guys for watching our video. And I hope you tune in next time.